Alrighty, will do. Alright, now the game really opens up. Explore everything everywhere. That's how this game plays. I will do that to the best of my Durgany ability. Which I'd say all the RPGs I've played is alright. And will only continue to improve, because I'm going to keep playing more RPGs, because I love them a lot. Anyway, always collect them cat souls, by the way. That's what they're called, and we'll learn that later. In a little bit here, and it's a very interesting cutscene. Be hyped for it, guys, because it's hilarious and I love it. And I always like cat-like creatures in video games. That's one of the reasons why I've been gravitating towards the RPGs. It's one of the smaller ones, but it might be one of them, because I'm gravitating towards a lot of the games that have those kinds of characters. Anyway.
Oh, the wind, it bites! How can you stand wearing that garb? It doesn't seem humanly possible!
I never said I was human.
I'll definitely stop to make sure that stuff is heard. Also, bottom right corner, time for a skit to make sure watch, listen to, whatever you fancy now, before I forget about it.
Velvet, you know that kid? I thought I heard you call him by name.
No, I don't know any Malakim. Not anymore.
Anymore?
What?
Well, whoever he was, there was something different about him, that's for sure.
You can say that again. Using healing arts on a demon without being ordered to?
And he stole that compass, too. For being an exorcist Moloch, he's a greedy little imp.
Well, we did help ourselves to a certain map of his, so...
I consider myself an island of virtue in this sea of wickedness.
I suppose.
Come on, it's not funny if you agree with me.
You think?
So this is how escaped prisoners
I love their
behave.
banter. And I love Magilu's expressions and just her sheer over-the-topness. Every moment of her life, it's beautiful. Battle tutorial. If it looks like you're going to lose, you can always try to run away. But I don't wanna. Okay. Is it making me do this now? Why? Like, this tutorial was earlier in the first section, guys. Come on. Like, what? Is this a glitch? Because I swear I've done this tutorial. Like, it's part of the Heloise is getting destroyed section of the game. Like, no, like, I'm fine. Against some motherfucking werewolves, guys. I mean, we fought a bunch of them already. So many confusing. Whatever. I guess they're higher level than me? I don't know. But I wasn't... I might have been damaging them, but not much. But I guess they're much higher level. I don't know why it did that to me, guys. Maybe it's just getting me used to that mechanic, so I don't forget it. Maybe that's it. But I don't remember this actually happening my last 2 times I've been to this. 3 or... I think it was 2 times I've been to this. I don't think I've actually done that combo
really?
before. I think there's... I'm not sure how to get to all of them, but there's apparently quite a few. Each attack art comes with a chance to inflict additional effects. A good example is Stun, which, when triggered, will steal a soul from an enemy and leave them dazed for several seconds. Stunned enemies also take double damage. Good to know. So basically, when you stun things, go ham on them. But that's normally how these games work. In that way, just stun with any sort of stun status effect. Now I'm gonna try that. There we go. So satisfying. Yes.
Come on, really?
Yes, really. They're that weak, Velvet. I'm pretty sure that's what the "come on, really" means. Like, really, that was like that. Oh, hey, there's another skit.
Magilu, your way of speaking is as
That was that
strange
easy
as
to
your
remember.
appearance.
Hey, I'm a witch. I must project a proper age and dignity. I have an image to maintain.
Self-improvement in all things, I suppose. So what's the difference between a spellcaster and a witch?
There are many, but mainly it's a matter of nuance. It's like the difference between being frugal and being miserly.
Ah, so a spellcaster is useful and a witch isn't, is that it? So I guess that makes you a witch right
I
now.
really like
You
Barbecue,
wound me.
like quite a bit
You're
more
one
than I
to
like
talk,
Monkey
Mr.
Lou, but I like her for
Self-Improvement.
her own
Your
reasons.
words cut deeper than these northern winds.
My own reasons. I like her for different reasons. Whatever. Oh hey, there's an herb over there. A herb. Let's kill these werewolves for it. Why were those werewolves earlier suddenly really hard? Because these aren't... There we go.
Come on, really?
Yes, really. Oh, I gained... Oh, yeah. I haven't actually touched equipment for a while. I thought about that earlier. Let's just look at all the other equipment we've got, and if, yeah, that's a little better. But you gotta make sure that you've mastered the thing first. If you see that star mastered on the right there, next to the word's master skill, then it's safe to change to the next thing. But your character permanently gains the master skill of that thing. So now she has HP recovering. You know, once you master the whatever item it is. So you are better off staying with the same thing until it's mastered, and then switching to a new. I like a new anything with better stats, which I like because so far I haven't really seemed to need stuff like that. I half want to jack up the difficulty a little, but I kind of feel like there's going to be a difficulty curve at some point, and I'm going to wish I hadn't done that, because that happens to me a lot. So I'm going to hold off until I get to unfamiliar territory, then we'll see what happens. I think I mentioned that earlier a little bit. But I feel like I mentioned it better there, so there we go. Mastered, but I don't have any more blades besides that blood blade there yet. But yeah, that's mastered, which means I can equip this belt, is what I was getting to there. If you guys don't know that. A lot of you probably do. I'm definitely one of those people who watches games I've played before on YouTube. But Resistance Ring, it's better than the one I've got. And there's this Void Ring that gives me better... I don't remember the name of these stats, but... I do remember that Focus, but I don't remember what it does. Man, I might have to look at those a few times to get familiar with what those stats even are. I remember that that's... I'm gonna have to look at the stats in a second, guys. I want to make sure I know what they are, so I can actually really interpret these statty things. Because I don't pay too much attention... I used to not pay too much attention to that in a lot of RPGs, and I want to. I didn't mean to close the menu, because I want to go to help, and look at... what's it going to be called? The stats, or the... I know there's a... Is it going to be... I don't know if it's going to be called that. I don't think it's going to be called that, like... Okay. I'm pretty sure that all the helps are things I've seen already, so... Anyway, Oh yeah, and titles are something I haven't messed with yet. I'll do that in a second. I just thought of that. The Potentites are like the thing that gave me the ability to use an ability, use an attack right after my charge, and I think you do more damage, or no, it's something else. Does it cost less SG? I'll have to look at that actually in a second. And then herbs, which I also would like to look at. Let's look at her. Let's actually get familiar, because I've just been trying to get, at this point, I've really been one-tracked on getting to where I haven't been yet. So I'm not worrying as much as I was before about this kind of stuff yet. I'm not ignoring it. I apologize if you guys think I have been, and if that annoys you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the Void Ring on for a while. The Resistance Ring is just better than what I have, but yeah, it says mastered. You know, if you've mastered one of an item, you've mastered the others. Except that one has a different random skill, which I think you might also get if you permanently if you master it. I'm not sure though. I'll have to ask that somewhere, or I wonder if there's a tutorial that says it at some point. I don't know, but no, I think it's literally just master skill, and that the random skill is just as long as you equip it, you have that thing. I was looking at the stats and what they mean, and I know there's a thing for it here. I wonder if you can look at them somewhere on the menu, though, what they mean, because a lot of games have that. And that might be the reason why I'm not seeing it. I don't feel like I'm seeing it here. We'll look at titles in a second, like I said we were gonna. Let's see. Potentites, herbs, treasure chest, points, long spits, whatnot. Man, what is it again? I know there's like a... There we go, stats. Man, I probably scrolled past it many times, but there we go. Oopsie, but oh well. It's fine. Attack. Affects hidden and martial arts damage. That's attack. Art attack. Okay. So the art attack is the staff. Okay. Affects hidden and other non-martial art damage. Defense is, you know, piece of armor, duh. Reduces damage from hidden and martial arts. Art defense is the hat. Reduces damage from hidden and other non-martial arts. Focus is the target. Affects SG. It's kind of like the sniper scope thing. Yeah, it's more of a sniper scope than a target because it's got the crosshairs too. Affects SG regeneration rate and chances of inflicting status effects. Okay. I might want to focus on a lot of focus then. Focus on focus. But because I really like I really like the regeneration of whatever your like mana type thing is, because I tend to spam usage of whatever that resource is in any given game. Also, I believe it's more critical damage. I'm gonna look at these periodically when I'm like, what does a stat do again? Because I really want to familiarize myself with this, because I feel like I don't do that enough in these kinds of games, and I freaking want to. I had a feeling it was gonna be in battle, but there we go. It is, and I found it, yay. Okay, so, let's see, it was, okay, focus, chances of inflicting status effects. I had a feeling it wasn't criticals, but I thought I remembered it as that. But yeah, let me see if I can actually just, like, look at them and see, though, right now. Like, if I go to items, then, you know, I see, you know, and I try to, no, not items, it's not going to be in items, it's going to be in equipment. And if I just look at, okay, yeah, okay, so, attack is the sword, art attack is the staff, defense, I'm just going to memorize the names for now. Defense is the armor, art defense is the hat, and focus is the target. Perfect, I know I got it perfect there. Not sure what 3 of, oh, that's the souls, that's the SG. That's my soul gauge Ratflower, which is an interesting mana-like resource. It's different than, you know, just a completable bar in a lot of RPGs. I like it. You know, the bar that's just, you know, a number of points instead of, you know, anything like this. This is more representative of how much you actually have. I kind of like it. Yeah. I had a feeling it wasn't exactly big enough for what I got. We got another belt. New Amber Belt. A belt ornamented with amber. Powers to wear, up to wear against enemies. I think I just equipped a new belt here. Let me see. If I still haven't looked at her. Okay, before I forget that again, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look at her freaking titles. And I can equip a new one here. I keep forgetting to do that. All right, so wait, I'm wondering. Okay, so yeah, you can equip titles, which gives you stuff. I like the titles, by the way, too. It gives you statty stuff for doing stuff in the game, which I love. Furious Fighter. A title for one who uses graceful kicks and a trained sword to arm. Oh yeah, I think I have a bunch of these, right? Can I actually? No, okay. The bluish name means you can't equip it. Okay. Furious Fighter. A title for one who uses graceful kicks and a trained sword to arm to bloody. I'm just gonna read all the ones that I have right now. I'm not even gonna look at the ones that I don't have. As I play the game, I'll just unlock more and I'll look at them then. And I won't look at the ones that I'm not gonna get, just because it's a nice little surprise thing, and I like surprises. The Battlefield, okay. The Battlefield, of course. So, this one here that I've got equipped right now, or at least that I had equipped to begin with. I'm probably going to equip a new one right now, but title skills. It decreases SG cost of arts based on their star level. Art star level. I'll have to look at those, because I actually am not familiar with that, or how to even look at it. HP recovery on defeating foes plus 50. Okay, sweet. I like that. I like these abilities, but let's see what the other things have. An attack increased by 1.1 times. I'm not sure, unless that's a skill from my Bloodblade right now. Okay, Bloody Boot. No, it's not. I'm not sure what the extra addendums are. Unless I leveled it up and that's why. Oh no, wait, hold on. Wait, if blue names down here mean that that's a thing, then at 5,000 martial arts used, I will get that. That's probably what that means. That blue named skill down there. Anyway. Multiplies martial arts damage by 1.2 times, but hidden arts damage by 0.8 times. Okay, so it decreases my hidden arts damage. Okay, so it's if I use a bunch of martial, and I do. Increases power of arts based on probably another star level thing. Yeah, okay. Devotee. Title. Okay, hold on. I haven't looked at Bloody Boot. The actual blurb for it. Okay, Bloody Boot. A title used for one who has endlessly practiced kicking skills to become an expert with her feet. I really do like this one because I love martial arts and video games. That's probably why I spam so many of them. Also because, well, the one hidden art we have right now is a bit of a doozy as far as SG is concerned. As far as SG usage is concerned. But let me look at before I forget. Let me look at the character. Look at the requirement to level these up for each one. So character levels, just get to level 40. That'll be a while, but once I get to level 40, my attack is increased by 1.1 times. Once I get to 5,000 martial arts used, I get another SG cost. It looks like, unless it's an SG cost based on. Oh yeah, so it looks like another SG decretion. Nice. SG cost decretion. Is it more decretion or less decretion? I'm not sure if decretion is a word, but based on their sorry level. Not sure. I think it would be more because they cost more. We'll see. That makes a lot of sense, honestly. A title for one who has played the game for a length of time. Thanks for playing. Yeah, I did it. 460 or 3,000 minutes. Now, clearly I've played a lot more than, unless it's from 460 minutes already in this playthrough. I don't know, though. But yeah, my defense is increased by 1.1 noise. Menu Maven. Not everyone to spend time in menus. Consider your options carefully. 282. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, this means, collectively of how much I've played the game. But yeah, I've gotten to this part several times, and I'm a slow gamer, so this is why I've done. And it's cool. It seems to go cross playthroughs, and I love that. This makes this does, I think, add a little bit of replay value for me. Because, like, does that mean that later on I might be able to use, like, Battle Maniac on the beginning of the game? Let's see, increases Iron Stance duration. I don't even know what that is. That's probably a later on mechanic. There's probably a bunch of... This is probably one of those games that doesn't stop introducing new mechanics and stuff for, like, 90% of the game. Which I actually love when games do. Okay, so Devotee. Oh yeah, I've already read that. Okay, so that's playtime, and that's menu time. Now, let's actually read... yeah, I haven't read the Devotee yet. Decreases SG cost of arts based on their star level. By the way, guys, I'm sorry if you think that my sheer just all over the placeness is a bit too much. That will decrease as I keep going, because I just need to practice playing a game like this, and honestly just sticking with a specific game, which Let's Playing is helping me doing now that I'm really getting into it. I can just feel it. Compatibility versus Beast plus 8%, which means everything we've been fighting so far, I think. For the most part, except for those orderlies. Back in the prison-y place that we were just in. The prison island kind of thing. Alright, so... anyway, it increases stagger duration of arts based on their star level. Oh yeah, and also this one will decrease in defense once I get to 3,000 minutes played. And I'm pretty sure I will, considering I definitely will probably be playing this one for a long time, this playthrough. Alright, so this one, increases stagger duration of arts based on their star level, cuckoo. It also will increase capability versus Apodus. I'm guessing that means snake-like enemies or dragon-like enemies? I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, or maybe it's an enemy, a specific enemy type. Like, I'll have to look for the name Apodus. Okay, so attack decreased by 1.115 times at 300 minutes, which we're actually close to here. I am anyway. So yee! Alright. Finally did all that stuff. I did take that herb though, which means we can nom up. By the way, the Vampire's Glaciate absorbed HP effect increases by 1.2 times. this all over the placeness will probably decrease as I just become more familiar with game mechanics and stuff. Because right now the over the placeness is due to, oh yeah, I want to start worrying about that too, and this and that, and thinking about this stuff. Okay. Sorcerer's Ring. The product is hold on, no, that's wait, hold on. That oh yeah, okay, that okay, that draws out Velvet's break soul ability. Okay. I wonder if there's going to be an item that draws out everyone else's break soul ability. I'm not sure if you can use break souls when you start being able to play as Rokuro, because you will be able to do that in a bit here. Yeah, Levisit's comb, it's even in your inventory. Yeah. And shift copper coins. Really worth the metal. I don't know if you can sell those or if they're just discard things. I feel like you just sell them, the coin fragments, but I actually haven't done that so far. I will definitely make sure you can do, whether you can do that or not, next time I get to a boss. Well, next time I think about it, let's be honest. I was about to say boss and I meant shop, but okay, there we go. Comfrey. Medicine. Small value is medicine. It looks like that's definitely stuff you can sell, because the other thing you can do is discard. If the other thing you can do is discard this stuff, it's probably stuff you can just sell. Which I actually just, like, I've spaced on so far, but I will, next time I get to a shop, I will hopefully not do that, because I don't think there was actually stuff you could, yeah, I think I could have seen that earlier on. Also, I think you could have bought weapons and stuff at that merchant back in the first town, but, well, I didn't need better gear. I was fighting fine, and I still am. And, like, I'm just hesitant to increase the difficulty right now, so I will not. Right, so, okay, that's the world map. We apparently, it seems like the game hinted at Magilu having stolen the map from very Lapiset-esque boy over there. Anyway, okay, so also we got new stuffs. Let's just at least look at our new equipment. There's just a lot to think about in this game, which is why I'm having a field day with trying to do that, because that's what I usually have in video games, a field day with trying to figure this stuff out. It usually takes a bit, guys. Okay, so capability versus demi-humans plus 8%. Sweet. Cute. Nice. But yeah, I haven't mastered this. Oh yeah, I have, actually. Which means that's just a worse sturdy belt. Oh yeah, that's right. I just equipped a better sturdy belt, so I'm gonna equip that amber belt. Okay, that's good. I'm glad I looked at this instead of just continuing onward. I'm gonna look at more things and continue on. Okay, so I never actually equipped one of these. Oopsie. Okay. Increases stagger duration of arts based on their star level. Okay. Capability versus Apodous. 100%. Attack increased by 115. I just don't know what Apodous is, so I'm thinking I'm gonna do Devotee for now. Because I don't really like the penalty to hidden arts here. And, like, yes, HP level is nice, but I don't really need HP regen right now. I'm gonna do Devotee. Because I don't know what Apodous is. I might switch to the Apodous if we're fighting a lot of those. Let's look at what these things are even called. These are orcs, they're demi-humans. Okay, it looks like those thimbles are types of enemies, so Apodouses are probably snake things that I don't know if I've really been encountering. Or dragon types, maybe? They're either dragon or snake type enemies. We'll see what they are. Man, those are so cool. There we go. Good God. Yeah.
Come on, really?
Yes, really. I just like doing that every time she says, come on, really. Really meaning to me.
So nice to be free again. Able to move these bones around like I want.
So, Rokuro, what got you all chained up in that mold hole?
Ties to home. It's complicated.
Oh! Then are you really sure you ought to be taking on further debts?
It's a teaching of House Rangetsu. Pay what you owe.
Well, what a civilized family you've got.
Were you in for long?
3 years, maybe. That's why I know so little about the state of the world.
Oh gosh, me too! Art-wielding Malakim! I've never seen such a thing! How much else have I missed? Used to be witches who had a monopoly on charms and hexes. Can you even comprehend what this'll do to business?
Should I even ask why you were imprisoned?
Bagged for unlicensed witchcraft. It was a tale of betrayal most wicked and foul! Care to hear more? You'll cry. I'll laugh. Emotions will touch the rafters!
No, thank you.
There are no rafters. We're out in the middle of fucking nowhere.